You see, Jesus said, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and yet he loses his soul, right? So growing up in church, I always believed this was about heaven or hell, like not making heaven. But recently I was reading this, I saw this passage and it just hit me that Jesus wasn't just talking about heaven or hell. He was talking about losing your essence. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and then loses his essence? Your essence is who you really are. And who you really are is identified by your spirit. And each of us, we have our identity in our spirit and then in our soul. And because I believe our soul is the accumulation of everything that we've experienced here on earth. So, if you lose your essence, you've lost your soul. Because your soul is your purpose. Because everything you go through in this life is designed towards your purpose. You get the things, the way you are wired is according to your purpose. When you lose your soul, you've lost your essence. And that's what many of us are doing today. Because we want fame, because we want money, we lose our essence. We forget purpose, but we exchange the eternal for the temporary. So you see, so many people were desperate for success and they've lost their peace. So many people were desperate for certain things and inside of them, they're empty now because they exchange what was permanent for what was temporary and the essence is gone. So I believe that's what Jesus was trying to say when he said, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and then his soul is gone? It starts here on earth. You get? So you see this reflected. This is not just about people who do the most terrible things for material gain. It's also for people who every single one of their choices is tied to material gain. The job they do, they don't like it. They don't see any purpose in it, but they do it because it pays more. So it's because of money, because of some kind of material gain. That's why they are on that path. So they miss their purpose. Because I tell people all the time that you could become the most successful man on earth and you're not in God's will for your life. Do you get? But the problem is when our purposes were designed, we were not involved, but we were wired to be attached to it in a way that it brings fulfillment for us. But the problem is, it's just like a parent that has two kids, then sends one to go, you know what, go wash the plates, then tells the other one, go wash the car. And the one that is washing the plates looks out from the window and sees the guy washing the car, playing with the car, and the one washing the plate feels jealous. Why was I not asked to wash the car? But it is the Father's will that decides what the purpose is. And that's why it's hard for us, because we didn't get to choose. But what he did was to wire us in a way that our purpose brings fulfillment for us, not the material gain. Just ask yourself, since, this is a question actually that I have, since the church became wealthier, did the church become more powerful? Because when it comes to the spiritual things, our power is in our purpose. So once you step away from purpose, you lose your essence, you lose your soul. But this hit me and I've been reassessing so many things, I've been thinking about so many things, and this is how most of us live. We will make the material gain and then lose our essence. We just still have the form of us, but there's no power. I think many of us need to rethink what this means to us. The path we're walking. Are we walking in the path of purpose? Or are we walking in the path of material gain? Or whatever gain it is? Because sometimes you can also be on the path of purpose and then you begin to corrupt it because your main goal becomes to make, it's hard to say, to make the gain, and then you begin to corrupt your purpose. So for those who are called according to the name of the Lord, you must always keep the check and balances to ensure that you are always in the purpose of God. But generally speaking, even someone who does not believe in God can still sell their soul for material gain. Because when you exchange purpose for something you're not called to do, you've displaced yourself and you've lost your soul. And you see, most of the addictions you see in the world today is simply because someone is not walking in purpose. But once that emptiness comes, you want to fill it up with something else. So an addiction steps in because you're trying to fill the emptiness, and nothing can save you. That's why you see there's so much addiction in our society today. So I ask, what shall it profit you to make all that gain and lose your essence?